Welcome to Langkawi, an archipelago in northwestern Malaysia that consists of almost 100 islands. Today, we are going on one of the most popular excursions here, island hopping. These tours typically take you around to 3 islands, but keep watching to find out why we recommend splurging for a private boat.
For 5 hours of having this boat to ourselves, it was about $85.
We are so excited for you to join us as we ride around this stunning area to learn what some of these islands have to offer.
First, go to the Beras Basah Island. You can snorkeling first.
Snorkeling first?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great.
Second, go to the private.
I think it's about a 30-minute ride to the first island that we're going to, and I think we're gonna get to go snorkeling first. It's gonna be fun day.
Oh.
Our guide decided to surprise us by changing up the order of the islands we were going to. Instead of snorkeling first, we pulled up to an island famous for being home to a ton of eagles. For a while, we were the only boat at the island and we were able to enjoy the birds flying over us, and after about 15 minutes, another group joined us and threw food into the water to get better views of the eagles. We opted to not feed the birds since the food thrown isn't part of their normal diets, but it was pretty cool to see the eagles up closer. Some of their dives were absolutely insane.
Okay. Thank you. Well, that's super cool. Our own private beach. There's just a fire here.
We're alone here.
It's like somebody set this whole tree on fire. Yeah, there's quite a bit of trash back here. But seriously, this is so beautiful and crazy.
Well, if this isn't just the most horror movie vibe place we could have come up upon.
Why does it feel like horror? Oh, because of the burn?
Because we're here, our boat driver just left us. We are literally alone on this beach. There's a bunch of noises. There's a fire that was recently put out. Just feels like we're about to get attacked by the island, the people we're invading. This is crazy. This is so crazy. We tried out one of the biggest islands that's on one of the most popular stops on this kind of island hopping tour, and the water was really low. Nobody was snorkeling. It was a little bit crowded, and so our guide said he could take us to a private island. So here we are. He said if we don't like this one, we can call him back over and he'll take us to another island, and this has just been awesome. I'm so happy we splurged and got a private tour, which, even though I say splurge, for 5 hours of having this boat to ourselves, it was about $85. It was 400 ringgit, which is about $85. So it's pretty
That's not
incredible.
that bad.
It's so awesome. This is so worth $85.
Have you seen these fruit or whatever they are? I can't tell what they are, but they look very different.
They're coconuts.
Oh, they're just coconuts?
Yeah, look.
Very interestingly shaped ones.
Well, it's the shell. Like, it's inside.
Yeah, cool. super cool looking piece of coral. I've never seen one up close like this. The pattern is just so cool. It's like a huge maze.
We are gonna flag our driver back over here and go to our last spot. I think we have just about an hour and a half left in our 5 hours, which is crazy. We've just been, he probably, if he's watching us at all, he probably thinks we're the most boring people ever because we're just kind of pacing back and forth on this beach. We've seen some really cool things, and it's been an awesome stop. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we got the private boat. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
We got one more stop. I think we're gonna be able to go swimming again, and this time in a lake and kayak, maybe. If I can convince Marshall to let us.
So it's fresh
rent
water?
one. Yeah. So we're gonna call our boat back over and head over there. I'm really curious how many other like varieties of private beaches there are around here, because he literally said if we don't like this one, just tell him and he can take us to the next one until we find the one that we like. Our driver's the best. Yeah. And this is the first one he took us to, and we were like, it's perfect, we'll stay. Caught a fish while we were gone. Oh, I can't see the colors on it, I don't think. Ah! Oh, I didn't know you meant with hands. You wouldn't grab it with your hands. Marshall, you suck at this.
Yeah, I do.
Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. See? Same like this.
What?
Ah.
It's still gonna fly out of your hand.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Goodbye, private beach. You don't look sad. That was the least sad face you could have made. This is so unbelievable. This is so insane. We're so close to Thailand, so like this obviously isn't surprising, but this looks like the Instagram pictures of Thailand beaches. Like this is the most picturesque thing we have seen on Langkawi. Well, we haven't really done anything in Langkawi yet, but this is just so beautiful.
There's so many islands just jutting up out of nowhere.
It's crazy.
It's completely green. You can't see any ground really.
So now I think we have like a 10 to 15 minute walk into the island to get to the lake that we're swimming at. We only have like an hour left until we hit 5 hours, and he's being very generous and saying that we can get back here to this dock in like an hour and 45 minutes before driving back home. So far, knock on wood, this has gone so perfectly.
Yeah, the guy is so nice.
He's so nice, he's awesome. So no chance camera's picking this up, I don't think. But all of these holes, I think, are crab holes. There are crabs everywhere. And some of them are so blue. I think they're probably all blue. They're just covered in mud.
I think there's a dead fish right there.
Ooh, where? Oh yeah, there totally is. There's fish everywhere. Oh wait, no, they're probably not fish. Because whoa, it's moving. Okay, not dead fish. That's like a.
Oh look, there's one closer.
What are those? They're fish, but
It looks
look
like
at
it's in the middle of evolution between like a fish and a frog or something.
Seriously? You mean a lizard?
Yes.
Well, at first sight, this is not a very pretty little thing, but I'm happy we stopped and looked closer. I cannot believe this is totally empty. This is so pretty. With nobody out here, I seriously thought this was closed.
Yeah,
I can't believe we got out here.
Quiet.
We got 30 minutes on the kayak for 20 ringgit, and there'll be time to go. What are you doing? I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. Maybe we should go to that side because the wind's blowing that way.
Okay. Wherever you want to take us.
Which way is the wind blowing? I can't tell. 'Cause now it looks like it's going
This is such a good action shot of you.
Yeah.
Yep. The wind doesn't even feel like it's going that fast.
No, it doesn't. It's going
We may never make it back.
Okay, now I need your help. This is stupid. We're just gonna stay here. It's my nap time now.
Okay.
One thing that I think I forgot to mention when we got here is this lake is on an island that I don't remember the official name, but it's nicknamed, or maybe it translates to the island, or it's like Pregnant Maiden Island.
Yeah.
When some of these hills, when you're seated in the right spot, it looks like a pregnant woman lying on her back.
Oh, it kind of does.
Well, I was just about to say, I don't think we're in that spot. I think you have to see it.
That one does. That one does.
Yeah. I think if that's what you're looking for, you can probably see that out of a lot of these hills.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've actually been in a position to see it, but I just think it's funny that that's the name. We're gonna have a lot of, oh my god, we're gonna have a lot of work to do in that time. So look how far we've gotten. Oh my god, I didn't even do anything and we're almost to the...
And the wind is picking up, yeah.
I should have just done nothing the whole time.
It genuinely took us almost 10 minutes to get back here. Just from like over there. This wind was crazy. Seems like our guy may have left us.
Yeah.
I don't think he's here at the pier.
This is so crazy because coming to Langkawi, we were told that this was a pretty touristy spot, but where we're staying, there's like no tourists. And here there's definitely been some, but like, and we also did the private tour. But there's been nobody anywhere we've gone, or like there's been so few people everywhere we've gone.
And so if, like, obviously if you're looking for the cheapest option, the not private boat tour to go to all these places, I'm sure it'd be just as worth it. But even with having 5 hours, I feel like I could have stayed so much longer at the private beach and here at the lake. Like, if you enjoy water days, honestly, try to see if they can do longer. I mean, he said 5 or 6 hours. I think they usually do 2 4-hour trips in a day, so maybe you could even do 8 hours if you're really trying to splurge. Keeping in mind our 5 hours was about $85 for the two of us. So especially if you're in a group of more than 2 people and you'd be spending more money anyway to do not a private tour, it may be worth considering doing a private one.
And they could take you to multiple private islands. I wonder how many he has in mind.
I know. Oh my gosh. If we just want another boat day, we may hit him back up and see if he can take us to some more private beaches.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna wait for our driver, and I think we're gonna go home, rest a little bit, cleaned up, and if we go anywhere interesting for dinner, we'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll see you in our next video.
Yeah.